The Sydney Opera House, one of the most iconic pieces of architecture in the world, is like a compulsory go-to place for anyone visiting Australia. It's just so well known. Designed by Eugene Cotton, there was actually a worldwide competition held for this theatre that attracted 222 competition entries. Now, we know the building that won the competition was a downright stunner. But what about the other entries? In an effort to speculate what could have been for the Sydney landmark, Budget Direct Australia teamed up with NeoMam Studios to generate images for 7 rejected proposals for the Sydney Opera House. Let's have a look at what could have been. The first project was proposed by the Philadelphia Collaborative Group. The building actually came second in the competition. The submarine-shaped opera house, created by an improvised team of 7 designers in Philadelphia, was inspired by the seashell form and was to have utilized the latest techniques in the use of concrete. Now, even the current opera house was inspired by seashells, but the approaches to both are very different. Where the current building seems organic and full of curves, the style here is more brutalist. The second entry on our list is by Paul Wayman and Barbara Osmond. The proposal was very conservative in its approach, and to me personally it does not look that interesting. But the building was still awarded 3rd place in the competition. The judges were impressed with the human scale of the building and its promenade. But if this building was really made, do you think the opera house would still be as famous as it is today? Next up in our list is the design created by Sir Eugene Cotton. But this one was never officially entered into the competition. Well, if it had been entered, this design would have won, as the designer held substantial political sway. And even though it does look good, would you really choose it over the current design? Number 4 on our list is a design that came 4th in this competition. Refugees from the communist regime in Hungary, Kola and Korup's entry was the highest ranking entry from an Australian entity. The judges commented on the project's very skillful planning. We see a bit more style in this entry, and honestly I think this comes closer to the kind of statement that the current opera house makes, more so than any other designs we've seen so far. Number 5 on our list is the design by Stanley, Wayman, Milburn and Eric Dow, another boxy, minimalistic design. Some features of the building are a promenade under the raised building and a helipad on the roof. Now, to each their own, but this is just not my cup of tea. We are very close to the end, and number 6 on our list is the English company Wine & Wine's sprawling opera house, made up of 2 auditoria separated by a restaurant. Like many of their competitors, the Wines made provision for outdoor space, in their case with a sunken waterside plaza. To me personally, this reminds more of a beautifully made factory than an opera house. Now, you may disagree, but that is just what it looks like to me. And the final design on our list was made by Le Corbusier. I am kidding, of course. The design was made by Kelly and Gruson's design. Now, this design does look good, and it reminds me a lot of the designs made by Le Corbusier, especially those found in Chandigarh's Capitol complex. Now, these entries were good, but I think with his design, Eugene Cotton took this building to another level. It's not always about the form and how the building looks, but in this case, the form of the building has made it one of the defining symbols of Australian culture, gaining UNESCO World Heritage Site status half a century after the original context for its design. So which design was your favorite? Leave a comment down below with your answers. Also, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe to Blessed Arc and to press the bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video comes out.